it's Trish from Hobby Hoppers. Thanks for joining me. Last time at Picture to Page I showed you how to make an easy washi tape Christmas card, and today I'm going to show you more ways to use washi. So I'm going to call this video More Ways with Washi. And we're going to start by making some washi paper. The supplies you need to make the washi paper is washi tapes, of course, lots of them. Smooth cardstock. Smooth paper is always better with washi tape, or even just plain typing paper, or any paper you've got. Plain white paper is best. Some stickles. If you haven't got stickles, matte medium will work. That kind of thing. Anything you like. But I like stickles because it adds some shine. We love bling. And lastly, once you've made your paper, we're going to use it with our favourite dies, which I probably won't do on camera, but I'm going to show you a bunch of ideas and how I used it. At the end, I'll show you loads of ideas of how to use the washi paper. Okay, so let's get stuck into it. To start with, I'm using a piece of A5, I think it's 270 gram GSM, nice thick card. I like to use thick card for my projects, but for some projects paper works better, so it just depends what you're going to make. I'm using A5 because it fits nicely in my big shot. And I've picked out some washi tapes, some new ones and some old ones. Get a load of these ones. These are designed by Desley Jane Plans, a good friend of mine who has a planner shop, and she's a photographer as well, and she takes amazing photographs, and we've turned some of her photographs into lovely designs of washi tape. This one's called Pink Petals. We've got water droplets, spring, I think we're calling this one, and frosting. So really cool designs, and they're my favourite ones to use at the moment. And I've got all these other lovely ones, of course. I'm going to use the droplets and the pink petals today in this project, and some other complementary colours. Some with foil too. Okay, to start with, I'm going to take any of my washies. This one's nice. Mountain with silver foil. I don't know if you can see that. And again, we're just going to tear it. It's really easy. Just tear the washi. It's better if you tear it because the joins to the paper are a lot better. And I'm just going to randomly place some of this washi on the A5 paper in different directions to get started. Some pink hearts. Silver again. Not sure why I chose all these ones with foil, because I'm going to add glitter at the end, but this will be extra sparkly. Now when I'm doing this, I'm tearing them, but I'm also trying to overlap them and place them randomly in different directions, opposite directions to the way I laid it the first time, so that it looks really, I don't know, artistic. Let's see. This one I call Fireworks. It's very pretty. I'll do some smaller pieces of this one because it's a lot darker. And I'm just going to place those. I hope you can see what I'm doing. Just might check. It's got a fold in it. I don't want that. And I might use a bit of scrap underneath because I want it to lay over the edges so it looks like it's continuing. Okay, another one. Let's see, Pale Moons. I call this one. This is very pretty. More silver. I'm going to lay more down. Again, in opposite directions and overlapping. The overlap gives it a gorgeous texture that I just love. We need to add a bit more colour into this page. Might try with this one. Oh, no droplets, that'll add some really gorgeous colour. There's loads of other new washi in the shop at the moment too. We've got the Dina Wakley washies. We've got lots of Happy Planner washies. Oh, some gorgeous Vicky Boutin. I'm not sure how to say her name, but her designs are amazing. I just love them. I've got sets of those in the shop now too. New ones. I've always had them in there. Oops. So I really want to cover every little bit of white. No white spaces is what we want. So this is pretty straightforward. I don't think you really need a lot of lessons on this. You just keep going until you cover the entire page. And it always helps to use some thick ones and some thin ones, or you can tear them in different shapes. No, it's not going to cover that. I want to cover the white spaces. Oh, don't you just love the pink in this? I couldn't do it without using some pink. And you'll notice also that every time I put the piece down, I am going to burnish it with my finger just to make sure all the edges go down nice and stick to the paper. Same as with the washi tape Christmas tree and that washi tape cake card that's on my blog. Oops. And see, that's no good. There we go. Make sure you push them all those edges down. Let's see, what else have we got here? Oh, these are new too. They come in lots of colours. Little grid, perfect for planner girls. But I just like that they add a little bit of something. I'm good at saying something. Okay, so I could do this all day. It doesn't take all day, but it will take the majority of the half hour that I've got for this project. So I think what we'll do is go to one that I've prepared earlier, because I think you get the general idea. Okay, so you're getting the idea how that's looking. Here's one that I started earlier today. Hopefully it's in the camera frame beautifully. It's nearly finished, and it's with the same washi tape, so I'll just continue where I left off. You want to get all the white spaces covered. It gets a bit harder at the end because you don't really want to put, or I don't really want to put the same tape next to the same tape, so it really helps to use a lot of different designs so that you don't put the same design next to each other all the time. You might say to yourself, why would I bother making washi paper when I can just use patterned paper? Well, that's a really valid question, I think, and the answer is it's fun. There's 3 good reasons, I think. It's super fun to make this washi. You can do it, I usually listen to music while I'm doing it. And I find it very therapeutic to just fill the page with all my favourite washi tapes while I've got the music playing in the background. So it's good therapy. It's super fun. The second reason is it's original, completely unique. Nobody else is going to have the paper that you made with your washi tapes and the washi tapes that you chose. The third reason is you get to use up your washi stash, and let's be honest, most of us have a massive stash of washi that we hardly ever use. So this is the perfect way to use it up and put that beautiful tape in your projects. I have been loving making these papers lately. How nice is this one? Now I'm just trying to fill all these white spaces up, and then I'll be finished. Hardest part is deciding which tapes to use, I think. But what I've been doing is going with a theme, a colour theme, or even just a pattern theme. For example, you could just do all florals. You could do, this one's got a lot of silver, a lot of pink and aqua and things. Some of my favourite colours. I actually was trying to go for purple on this page, and purple, because purple is my least favourite colour. I don't like it at all. But as you can see, my purple page didn't really turn out purple at all. There's a little bit of purple in it, but it's mostly pink and blue and aqua, all the colours that I love. It just happened. Couldn't be avoided. Okay. These back. That's it. Oh no, I've missed a spot. Let's see. Something. No white spaces. There we go. That's everything. Make sure all the ends are down. What do you think? Is that pretty? It's really sparkly already. Okay, now I've got my knife. You can do this with scissors. You can just lift it off the page, and it's definitely better to lift it off the page, off the backing, before you do this, because if you cut it stuck to the thing, then you're going to have to peel all your little pieces of washi off your board later. So I'm going to do it with a knife, and I'm going to just turn it over and run along the edge here. That's much easier to get it off then. You want to make sure all your edges are really down properly. Okay, look at that. It's gorgeous. I just love it. It's a little bit holographic because of all the silver and hollow washi that I've put on it. So probably not necessary to put stickles on, but we're going to do it anyway. Alright, I'm going to get rid of this mat and just use a scrap piece of paper. You can see how that came together. the next step is to pop some stickles on. Now, the reason I do this is because there's lots of little edges there, and you know how washi can be. Sometimes if you've got lots of little skinny edges, it will come up like that. So what I find is if you add some glue, not glue, but a medium over the top, just to make it more permanent, it works a lot better in the long run. And I found that if I use stickles, because stickles is a glue essentially, and it adds sparkle as well. And I don't have the whole range of stickles in my shop, but I do have some of my favourite colours, these ones for example. And for this one I might use, it's a toss up between the pink and the blue. Oh, it's not pink. This one's called Enchanted actually. Oops. This one's called Enchanted. Orange slice. Raspberry tart might be nice. I think I'm going to go with Enchanted. Okay. All I'm going to do is plonk some stickles randomly on my paper, and I do it in stages because otherwise the stickles will dry before you get to the end. And I'm just going to use my finger. Of course you can use a dauber or something, but I find the finger's better because you don't wipe away all the stickles. And just dab. Dab, 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 dab. And it looks like nothing is happening, but it's adding a little bit of shine, and it's sticking down all those little edges of washi tape so that they won't come up again at the same time. This one's going to be super shimmery with all that foil and the stickles. See, there's the spot that doesn't come up. Okay, so if you see any little spots that aren't sticking down as well as you wanted, push them down with the stickles and that'll really help. I am loving how this page is turning out. I'm loving the colours, and I'm glad I chose this Enchanted stickles. I think it's perfect. You probably can't even see the shine yet, but I'll show you close up in a minute. Oh, there's a bit that needs sticking down, so I'm just going to push that down with the stickles. Look at that. Can you see the shine on that? I hope so. It's just beautiful. Of course, the downside of stickles is you have to wait for it to dry. So, here's one I prepared earlier. Okay, this is one I made the other day. This is a Christmassy one. It's got lots of Christmas. Not all Christmas. There's a daisy washi and the blue grid and the green grid. But there's also reindeer and snowmen. And that's got the same... I know that's got the... what's it called? Cayman stickles on it. And then this one I just made today. This is a different method of putting the stickles on. Basically, I discovered this by mistake, really. I blended way too much stickles on there. And instead of dabbing, I wiped. And I don't know if you can see, but it's gone in all the creases. So it's almost like a little outline, which is really cool. Especially considering I used the stamp washi on this one. Trying to make it a little bit more vintagey. How gorgeous would this be, Planner Girls, as a dashboard with a gold quote on there, or some gold vellum over the top? That would be awesome. So these are the pages I made earlier, and now I'm going to show you what I did with them. Actually, I'll show you this page too. This is another way to make a washi tape paper. With this one, you don't need to use stickles or any... this is just like I've done in other Christmas card and cake card videos. You don't need anything to secure it down. You can just put it on the smooth paper and it's ready to go. And it makes a great background, etc. Okay, so I've got all these papers. Now, they're beautiful. What am I going to do with them? Let's see. I'll show you some examples of what I've done with the washi tape in the past. Well, in the last few days. So here, I've made a hello card. I've used the Lawn Fawn Stitch Speech Bubbles for the outside, and the Lawn Fawn Oliver's Stitched ABCs, my new favourite die set, to make the hello in gold foil paper. And I've actually put 3 layers. I've cut it out 3 times and stuck it on top of each other. And then I cut the hello out and pop the letters in there. So that's one idea. You can use it with all your die cuts. Here's a tree I made. I'm in love with these trees. Look at them. They've got a sparkle. This one I've put the stickles in a more conventional manner. I've just put dots as though they were Christmas lights on there. Hopefully you can see that. But I just love these trees. I love this combination of washi that I've used. There's Desley's washi and the Joy and Merry foil Christmas washi in there. But the beauty of these is you can't really make out any of the washi. It just looks like a lovely, I reckon it looks quilted almost. And I just love it. There's some trees that I've cut out. Oh, the die I used for this one is an old Sizzix die from my stash, so I'm sorry. Can't help you with that one. The Lawn Fawn ones are all available in my shop. This card is one that I made for a friend when she wasn't feeling well, and she loves pink, and I just kept it simple and just used the Lawn Fawn outside in stitched heart stackables and made one heart with plain white paper, and I put some Wink of Stella on there, and yeah, for the other heart I've again made 3 of them and piled it up so that it's got some dimension. This one is very similar to the ones in my Christmas tree videos, but I've used the die cut, and I have put the stickles on this paper even though it's straight line paper, and I've just embossed the backing, and I think it just looks great. Oh, also this one is the reverse of this one, as you can see. So I've used the negatives of what I used to make this one to make this. I don't recommend doing big die cuts of gold foil paper because it's really hard to keep it clean, but I love how the letters have got the same sort of paper, and I've just used the striped paper and cut it out with the Hero Arts Infinity dies, these ones, with the soft edge on the corner, and pop that in the background. And I kind of love how it turned out. I think this one's my favourite though. What else have we got to show you? Another ways to, here I've used the same paper. I've just made a little stitch bubble with it using the same die set. And this is from the Yeti Lawn Fawn stamp set. Can't remember what it's called. That's terrible. I'll put it on the video. And yeah, I've just made a little Yeti saying hi. Simple. Again, that's me. Simple cards. Okay, here's some more Christmas trees. These are old ones that I made years ago. You might have seen them before in shows. Oh, speaking of older ones, there's the nice... This one's a good example of what you can do with washi. I've made my washi paper and cut out my rectangle, and again use the negative part in the second card, and I think they look awesome. That's a butterfly die from Lawn Fawn. What else have we got here? Oh, these ones. Whoops, not that one. These ones. These ones I've made the paper the same exact way here, but I've left a gap in between, and I think that's quite effective. I made these 2 cards when I was on having a crafting session with my friends, and I couldn't concentrate to craft because I just wanted to chat, so I wanted to keep it really simple, and I made the easiest cards. And the other thing I've realised when I've been pulling out these cards to show you is that clearly I have a thing with hearts. There's hearts everywhere, and I have a friend who hates hearts, so she'll be loving this video. But hi Kylie. Here's another heart. In this one I've just put the paper behind a die cut which is raised, and I've inked the edge of the heart and put some gems on. Simple but effective. I think my mum made this one again with the lawn fawn dies, and yeah, I can tell she made it because I would never choose those colours, but they look awesome. So I need to be more adventurous with my colours, I think. Oh, here's one I made. I finished it this morning. This is with the Outside In Stitch Christmas Tree Stackables, and I couldn't figure out what I wanted to do with it. In the end, I made it into a top folding card, so it's actually stands on its own. It's just a tree, and I've used the Oliver's Stitched alphabet again and popped ho ho ho, and I think it's turned out great. And I love this paper. This is all red Christmassy, not all Christmas, there's roses and things too, but red themed washi that I've used to make that paper, and I love how it turns out. I love how it just looks sort of quilted or collaged. It's unique, and I love the texture that all the layers add to the paper. Other ways to use washi tape. I just thought I'd show you more examples of how I've used washi tape in the past. You can use it with all your die cuts. You can cut words out with it. In this case, I actually hand cut these hearts and layered them on the card. Just added a few sequins, but it's really effective. And I've just popped some washi down. That's pretty obvious, and it's effective. I love it. What else have I got to show you? This one here, again, stripy washi paper. I've gone around the edge and inked it just to make it stand out a little bit, and I've cut the word out of the washi paper as well, so it all matches. I really like that one. This one I think I'm obviously made on the same day with the same paper, and that's come out really well too. And I love using the stripy washi, black and white stripy washi, to add a little something to the edge of my card. This one, similar to some of the others you've seen today, I've just cut die cuts out of the top layer and put the washi paper underneath, and I've cut out a heart with the washi paper and put it together. Inked around the edges. Can't go wrong. You might have seen this one. Actually, you might have seen some of these. Some of them are from, you know, my stash, and I display them at the shows. So if you've been to shows, you might have seen some of them, and some of them are brand new, so it just depends. But this I had to show again because it's just too cute. And all I did was lay the washi down as the backdrop and use the Bar Humbug, which is one of my favourite ever lawn fawn sets. Because it's Australian. It's Christmas and it's Australian. Yeah, I just think it's sweet. I made this little tag, which I thought would be cute on presents. I love wrapping presents with washi tape, and then adding matching sort of tags. So I put some sparkle on that. I'm not sure it turned out that great, but this I'm just loving. And it occurred to me that when I made this, that you could do a double-sided version of this and make it into a decoration or a charm. So I went ahead and made a decoration, I suppose, out of it. I thought this would be a cute dangle for on your planner, or you could put it on your tree. I thought if I made these ones, they'd be perfect for the tree, and you could get the kids to make, you know, decorations. They'd love it. This one, the backing again. I'm running out of ideas here. This one's got some washi paper, which actually with this one I didn't pre-make it. I just made it in the size for the card. It's an old card. And this one I've used the similar washies in the die cuts and in the background. With this one I die cut the word with the washi paper and placed it into the heart. And you can see this is another reverse one. I've made the die cuts out of the washi paper, and I've used the negative and made another card with it here. So yeah, what else is there anymore? Oh, showed you that one already. Okay, so let's see how our paper's going. It's still wet, of course, but yeah, that's how I make washi paper, and then cut it out with all my die cuts.